Hello everyone, and today we are going to be reviewing a game that's been kind of dead for 2 years, but now back in full circle with everybody. In this review, we are going to be covering some of the new aspects, old aspects, and changes with No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was released on August 9th, 2016, and it was supposed to be a huge game changer, no pun intended. This game was supposed to have everything a space sci-fi nut, like me, wanted. Millions of planets to visit, ships galore, and crafting, since that's been a thing lately since Minecraft. Needless to say, when it came out first to the public, it was a huge disappointment, going as far as being one of the biggest disappointments since the E.T. video game for the Atari. I think some of the people who have said that might be a little nuts. Obviously, they haven't played either E.T. or No Man's Sky. I'm not saying No Man's Sky was perfect, but it wasn't complete garbage like most people would say. When I first got the game, I did a 1-hour playthrough of it. Not gonna lie, I haven't played the game since it came out, until now. In the ending of July 2018, there has been a huge update on the game. Enough that one of my old high school buddies, who is very picky with video games, sorry Zach, asked me to play with him. First thing I asked him was why? Why out of nowhere? Why No Man's Sky all of a sudden? But now I'm pretty much on the game every day for the past month, maybe even a month and a half. I've done some gameplay videos on my channel, both YouTube and Twitch. Now the game is fun, but it still has a few bugs. Mostly graphic glitches, if anything. Some bugs include one that lets you multiply items if done right, so, there's a little bit of a fun thing for you if you wanted to try that out. One instance of a glitch another friend of mine had, he lost his save file because his PS4 completely crapped out on him. I don't know what happened with that. But when he tried to load one of his saves to try to see if the game was there, it loaded up a previous save, so he lost all of his progress. But since the big overhaul, they have been uploading update patches almost every day. So after all my rambling, the big question is the damn game fun? I will say that after 2 years of release, yes, the game is fun. At first, it wasn't what we got promised, but it came true in the long run. If you're a person who can't stand glitches and graphics issues, then as of right now, the game isn't for you. But give it some time, and it might end up in your library soon enough. The crafting in the game is pretty easy. At least it's a lot easier than what Minecraft was when we first got that. The space exploration is fun as hell, especially when you start to learn the other aliens' language and know what they're saying, along with space pirate bounties that you go after, and space station trading and all those fun things like that. There's a few weird moments in the game. During one of my playthroughs, an alien known as a Gek, which pretty much is like this big gecko lizard type alien, pretty much asked me to smell him. I decided to oblige his request, and based on the text that I got after, my character enjoyed the smell, and apparently so did the Gek. So, there's a weird moment right there. If you don't believe me, I'm pretty sure you could find a Gek in your first, if not your first, your second space station, and you'll see exactly what I mean. I know a lot of people are going to say things like, it shouldn't have taken No Man's Sky so long to be playable, so it loses its value. But nothing ever started out as perfect. Even us as humans never started out as perfect. We have to go through a lot of changes in life before we end up the way we want ourselves to be. I say same goes for video games, especially since the developers of No Man's Sky had a lot on their plates. They had to deal with flooding in their offices, they had to deal with time constraints. It was getting to the point where the game was literally going to be scrapped, that they weren't even going to be bothering making it. But in the end, the game is very great to play, and especially with friends. after the 2-year mark, they finally got the multiplayer right. They finally got it that you can actually sit there and play with friends. Granted, there's still some issues of game crashing and everything, but they are working on it. There's a saying I heard from someone that might actually relate to this review. True beauty never fades. You just got to be reminded of it once in a while. And I believe that that's what No Man's Sky has done for us. It reminds us that though all the impurities it had, it still made a beautiful experience for us, even if it did take 2 years to do so. So I will end this review on the note that if you haven't played No Man's Sky already, give it a try. And don't let other people who sit there and belittle it tell you not to play it. It is a fun game to play. I've been playing it literally almost every day since the game came out. Well, since the game had its big overhaul. And I don't regret any minute I've wasted playing No Man's Sky. Currently, I only have a little base. I have my friend who's across the way who's 10 times better than me at the game. He sits there, he has 3 bases, he's got 10 billion units, which is pretty much the game's currency. The only thing I have over him is that I got multiple ships on my freighter, which doesn't really say much. But from my experience with the game, whether you're dealing with people that sit there and are over the top better at it than you are, it is still a fun experience. And it'll have its funny moments, just like I had with the Gek smelling situation. So what I want to say is, if you can, give this game a try. If I sat there and I listened to people who sat there and said don't play games over the years, I wouldn't be playing a good 50% of the games that I have. Variety is the spice of life, and this game gives us such a variety of opportunities with different galaxies to travel, different planets, different creatures that you will run into, different minerals you have to collect, different species that you have to talk to and learn their language and interact with. The game has so much of a variety that I think that even one review of this game might not cover all of it. I might have to do a second review on this game just because of the fact of how crazy everything is with all the variety that this game has. And with that, I will say that this game is definitely fun. And you have $20, $30, go out and get it. Go out and give it a try. I'm pretty sure Steam will have a sale up soon because that's what they do. They wait till something like this happens and they will sit there and do a Steam sale. If they do, I encourage you to play this game. I hope you all enjoyed this review, and I hope that you guys are given the chance of playing No Man's Sky and experiencing the experience that I have. Enjoy the art of games and have fun while you still can. This is Troublesome Johnny, signing off.